You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's various pop voices we've lost in recent months, including Tina Turner. But this guy, boys, what a tremendous talent he was, and what a great amount of singles he had. Everything from "All by Myself" to his work on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Eric Carmen has passed away to me at the young age of 74 because he was ageless. Now, this pop rock, power pop, and soft rock star was born in the States in Cleveland. He was first known as the lead vocalist of the very underrated band the Raspberries. He had numerous hit songs in the 70s and 80s, first as a member of the Raspberries, who had a million selling single would Go All the Way, and then with his solo career, including hits such as All By Myself, Never Gonna Fall in Love Again, She Did It, Hungry Eyes, and Make Me Lose Control. These have been staples of pop radio again for decades. Now, from a family of Russian Jewish immigrants, he was born in Cleveland and grew up in Lyndhurst, Ohio. He was involved with music since early childhood. By the age of 2, he was entertaining his parents with impressions of Jimmy Durante and Johnny Ray. Now, by age 3, he was in the Dal Corey Rhythmics program at the Cleveland Institute of Music. At 6 years old, he took violin lessons from his aunt Muriel Carmen, who was a violinist in the Cleveland Orchestra. By age 11, he was playing piano and dreaming about writing his own songs. Now, the arrival of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones altered his dreams slightly. By that time, he was a sophomore at Charles F. Brush High School. Carmen was playing piano and singing in rock bands including The Fugitives, The Harlequins, The Sounds of Silence, and the Cyrus Erie. Now, though classically trained in piano, he became a self-taught guitarist. At 15, he started guitar lessons, but when his teachers' approach did not fit with what he wanted, he decided to teach himself. He bought a Beatles chord book and studied guitar for the next 4 months. Now, he became serious after about being a musician while attending John Carroll University. He joined a band named Cyrus Erie, which recorded several commercially unsuccessful singles for Epic. Cyrus Erie guitarist Wally Bryson had been playing with friends Jim Bonfaniti and Dave Smalley in one of Cleveland's most popular bands, The Choir, which scored a minor national hit in '67 with the single It's Cold Outside. Now, when Cyrus Erie and the Choir disbanded at the end of the '60s, Carmen, Bryson, Bonfanti, and Smalley teamed up to form the Raspberries, a rock and roll band that was among the chief exponents of the early 1970s power pop style. Carmen was the lead singer of the group and co-wrote all their hit songs. In '75, after a breakup of the Raspberries, he started his solo career, de-emphasizing harder rock elements in favor of soft rock and power ballads. Now, in 2004, Carmen, along with original Raspberries members Jim Bonfanti, Wally Bryson, and Dave Smalley, reformed a band with a series of sold-out live events in cities across the states. On that tour, the Raspberries recorded a live album, their hits, at the House of Blues on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood. Both the show and album received critical acclaim. Carmen himself stated that he planned to write new harder edge songs for the band to perform in the same vein as those that the Raspberries had performed in the 1970s. Now, in his solo career, his first 2 solo singles were big chart hits in 1976. Both were built around the themes by Sergei Rachmaninoff. The first of these singles, All By Myself, based on Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 2, hit number 2 in the United States and number 12 in the United Kingdom, where it was his only charting hit. It sold over 1 million copies and was awarded a gold disc by the RIAA in April '76. The follow-up single, Never Gonna Fall in Love Again, based on the main theme of the third movement of Rachmaninoff's Symphony No. 2, reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 and hit number 1 on the U.S. Adult Contemporary chart, as well as number 9 on the Cashbox chart. In the UK, Dana took it to number 3, and in Australia, Mark Holden took it to number 13. Those songs featured on the '75 self-titled debut album, along with That's Rock and Roll, a number 3 hit single for singer Sean Cassidy. The album made number 21 in the Billboard album charts and was certified gold in '77 for sales of more than 500,000 copies. Now, his second album, Bullets Against the Current, came out December of '77 but received mixed reviews. It featured backup players such as Burton Cummings, Andrew Gold, Bruce Johnson, and Nigel Olsson. The album spent 13 weeks in the Billboard album chart, peaking at number 45. It also produced a top 20 single, She Did It, but the title track only managed to scrape the bottom of the chart. The title track was later covered by Olivia Newton-John on her album Totally Hot. A third single taken from the album, Marathon Man, became his first solo single not to hit the Billboard Hot 100 charts. However, Sean Cassidy again made the top 10 in 78 with Carmen's Hey Deanie. For several weeks in fall of 77, Carmen had 3 compositions charting concurrently on the Billboard Hot 100, Cassidy's 2 big hits, and Carmen's own She Did It. Now, he followed up with 2 more albums. Despite declining chart fortunes, the single Change Your Heart broke into the pop top 20 and reached number 6 at AC in late 78, with this hit also being covered by Samantha Sang on her Emotion LP. But in 1980, after the release of the album Tonight You're Mine and single It Hurts Too Much will only reach number 75 in the Billboard, he temporarily withdrew from the music industry. Now, in 84, Carmen and Dean Pitchford co-wrote Almost Paradise, the love theme from the film Footloose. The song, performed by Ann Wilson and Mike Reno, all Loverboy fame, peaked at number 7 of the Billboard Hot 100. Now in 85, he resurfaced on Geffen Records with a second self-titled album, a sizable comeback hit, I Want It Here From Your Lips. The single hit the adult contemporary top 10, as well as the pop top 40. The follow-up single, I'm Through With Love, also climbed the Billboard Hot 100 and reached the top 20 of the adult contemporary chart. Another track from the album, Maybe My Baby, later became a country hit for Louise Mandrell, reaching number 8 in the Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart. I Want to Hear It On Your Lips was also covered by Mandrell, only managed to peak at number 35 on the same chart. In 87, Carmen's contribution to hit movie Dirty Dancing, Hungry Eyes, probably his biggest hit in my opinion, hit number 2 on the adult contemporary chart and also returned him to the pop top 10. Now, Reason to Try, a further contribution to the One Moment at a Time compilation album of songs recorded for the Seoul Summer Olympics, kept Carmen's profile high in 88, during which the nostalgic Make Me Lose Control, again a massive hit, also returned him to the number 1 position on the adult contemporary chart, where it stayed for 3 straight weeks, as well as number 3 on the Billboard's Hot 100. Now, the year 2000 saw the stateside release of Was Born to Love You, which had been released in 98 only in Japan as Winter Dreams. Carmen skewed the use of a band in the recording, playing most of the instruments and programming the drum parts himself. The album did not find a large audience, but Carmen has continued to enjoy success, placing songs with other artists over the years, and in 2000, he toured with Ringo Starr and his all-star band. Now, on December 24th, 2013, the first new recording in over 15 years by Carmen, titled Brand New Year, was released. The track, written for recorded November-December 2013 in Ohio and LA, was issued via gratis download by Legacy Recordings as a special Christmas gift to herald the March 2014 arrival of a 30-track career retrospective entitled The Essential Eric Carmen. Now, Carmen had been married 3 times. He was first married to Marcy Hill from 78 to 79, but the marriage ended in divorce. His second marriage to Susan Brown lasted from 93 till 2009, and the couple had 2 children, Catherine and Clayton, before divorcing. He married his third wife, former newscaster Amy Murphy, in 2016. Now, Carmen had moved from LA back to Gates Mills in Northeast Ohio in the 1990s. On March 11, 2024, bad news came on the doorstep, of course, as Carmen's wife Amy announced on his website that he had died over the weekend, March 9 to 10, in his sleep, giving neither a cause nor a specific date of birth. He was 74. Now, with the Raspberries, again, quite a number of albums and singles, and very strong. Raspberries, the first release, went top 25 in Canada, top 30 in Australia, top 55 in the States. Fresh went top 20 in Canada again, and Side Tree and Starting Over. Singles, the big one, of course, Go All the Way, went number 5 in the States and number 5 in Canada, and Certified Gold. I Want to Be With You went top 17 in Canada and the States. Let's Pretend went top 13 in Canada, and then Overnight Sensation, Hit Record, went top 25 in Canada and the States. Now, Eric Carmen solo. The first one in November 75 went top 21 in the States, and the albums didn't do good as the singles. Now, the compilation albums, The Best of Eric Carmen in 88, went top 20 in Australia. Now, singles, quite a few singles. Just bear with us for a second. Again, All by Myself went number 2 in the States. Never Gonna Fall in Love Again went 11th in the States. Sunrise went 34. She Did It went 23. Bolts Against the Current went 88. Change Your Heart went top 20. Baby, I Need Your Lovin' went 62nd. It Hurts So Much 75th. I Want to Hear From Your Lips top 35. I'm Through With Love top 87. Hungry Eyes went number 4 in the States. As Long As We Got Each Other with Luis Mandrell, of course, went strong. Make Me Lose Control. Actually, it was his first AC number 1 since the 1970s, went top 3 in the States. And of course, the last single Reason to Try went top 87. So again, what he influenced: pop, rock, country, bubblegum, all kind of different stuff. But Eric Carmen's voice, very, very clear, very, very direct. And, he kind of a child prodigy that did a lot more in his career. But Eric Carmen, for a lot of people, he was the wedding singer. I mean, no joke. Every wedding you go to, they would play everything but All by Myself. But if you had a breakup, you're all by myself. Don't want to be. He had. He would have been really good at Broadway. But I mean, I know it sounds kind of weird. Like Donny Osmond used to sing covers of his songs quite a bit back in the day. And if you're looking at an interpreter of Eric Carmen's music, and there's quite a bit, it really applies because, like a singer like Sean Cassidy, Donny Osmond, the Franco family, whatever, But rock and roll and pop history, and rock and roll and pop in the 70s and 80s was much better with someone as talented as Eric Carmen around. And again, he will be missed. And every time you hear All by Myself on the radio from now on, just think he probably got motivated to do that as a teenager. Someone must have really broke his heart to be such a such a failed boyfriend or lover. It takes a lot. But All by Myself, that's a top 30 soft pop hit of all time, in my opinion, because it influenced a lot of people like Gino Vanelli and Rainey Simard and those type of singers. Like you got like the Tom Jones, Freudian slip. Tom Jones hit him in the face. Oh, she's a lady. But Eric Carmen is like he's stroking the cat. He's not like grabbing the cat. He's like, hello kitty, hello, all by myself. I mean, in an afternoon in the summer when you're by yourself and you're lonely, that comes on is dangerous. That was a dangerous song, but it is what it is. But every time I think of Gino Vanelli, I think of Eric Carmen. I was very fortunate growing up. Andy Kim as well. I was very fortunate to have all these big pop stars, and you look at Fleetwood Mac, same influence and heart. Everybody needs a little bit of soft rock every once in a while, just to get through the week. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to miss Eric Carmen. Rest in peace, brother. Condolences, your fans and friends and family. If you like what we're doing here with our entertainment tributes when some of these great artists pass away, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.